Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. WWE is heading toward Royal Rumble 2025, which is just a few days away. Several stars have already announced their participation in the traditional Rumble match, including Roman Reigns, John Cena, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and more. However, amid all this, there is a possibility that fans could witness a major twist on the upcoming episode of WWE SmackDown. This twist could unfold if 22-time WWE champion Kofi Kingston is denied a spot in the Rumble. Currently, Kingston and Xavier Woods are on a villainous tie, which has led to them receiving pure hatred from the fans. Not only that, but during WWE Raw on Netflix this week, Woods' real-life family also turned against him and seemed happy to see him lose. The New Day is also disliked backstage and has been kicked out of locker rooms due to their behavior toward Big E. Given all this, it's possible that on the upcoming show, Kofi could appear on the blue brand and approach Nick Aldis to secure his entry into the Men's Rumble match. However, the SmackDown general manager might refuse his request. Aldis could explain that due to the New Day being universally disliked, both he and Adam Pearce were forced to make the decision of barring them from entering the Rumble. An angle like this could amplify the current storyline surrounding the New Day and further emphasize the perception that they are being shunned for their actions against their own friend. In the past, Kofi has provided multiple memorable moments whenever he entered the over-the-top rope battle. However, this time, he might be left out of the traditional match due to his ongoing storyline. Ultimately, it remains to be seen what will unfold in the upcoming episode of SmackDown, which will be the final show before Royal Rumble 2025 on the road to WWE WrestleMania 41. Fans could witness many surprises and unexpected twists that shape the story for the showcase of the Immortals. However, the New Day could find themselves in major trouble after Royal Rumble 2025 if Big E returns and confronts his former friends with backups by his side. This confrontation could be set up as a way for Big E to seek vengeance against Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods for their betrayal and poor treatment of the former world champion. This could further lead to a massive storyline culminating in a WrestleMania match involving the New Day members. In case Big E is not medically cleared to compete, he could still accompany someone who would fight on his behalf against Kingston and Woods. The WWE Universe is no stranger to controversy, but the latest developments surrounding the Royal Rumble might just be the most shocking of all. Imagine a 22-time WWE champion, an all-time legend, a proven draw, and a walking Hall of Famer, being told he's not allowed to compete in the most prestigious battle royal of the year. That's exactly what's unfolding, as WWE authority figures Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce have seemingly closed the door on this iconic competitor's chance to reclaim his spot at WrestleMania. But why? What would lead to such a monumental decision? And what happens when a legend refuses to be ignored? Let's break down the possible reasons, the potential fallout, and what this could mean for the future of WWE. The champion who defies limits. Before we dive into the controversy, let's take a moment to acknowledge the magnitude of this hypothetical competitor. A 22-time WWE champion? That's unheard of. If such a record were ever achieved, it would mean surpassing even the legendary Ric Flair and John Cena, both tied at 16 world title reigns. This individual would have dominated eras, reinvented himself countless times, and stood atop the industry longer than anyone before. Yet, despite his undeniable credentials, he now finds himself at the center of a shocking snub. Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce, the enforcers of order. In recent months, WWE has leaned heavily into a brand war between Raw and SmackDown's general managers, Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis. While the competition has mostly been friendly, or, at times, slightly tense, it seems they've found common ground on at least one issue: keeping this legendary superstar out of the 2025 Royal Rumble. The question is, why? Possible reasons for the denial. 1. Protecting the next generation. One of the most obvious justifications for denying a veteran competitor a spot in the Royal Rumble would be to make room for younger talent. Over the past few years, WWE has been pushing stars like Cody Rhodes, LA Knight, Gunther, and Braun Breaker as the future faces of the company. Would inserting a 22-time champion into the match undermine the momentum of the next wave of talent? Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce, both former wrestlers themselves, may see this as a necessary move to keep WWE fresh and forward-thinking. As much as nostalgia pops the crowd, there comes a time when even the greatest must step aside. 2. Past issues with management. Let's not forget that this champion may have a history with WWE management. Could it be that Aldis and Pearce have personal grudges or are simply acting on orders from higher up? If there's one thing WWE history has taught us, it's that authority figures rarely act without an agenda. Maybe this competitor walked out on the company before. Maybe he clashed with Triple H or another key executive. Or perhaps he's simply too unpredictable, someone they don't want to risk giving a direct path to WrestleMania. 3. A violation of WWE policy? Another possibility is that this competitor is being denied entry due to a violation of WWE's rules. Could there be a contractual issue preventing his participation? Maybe he suffered an injury but isn't being cleared by WWE doctors. Alternatively, there could be a storyline-driven suspension, legal issue, or even a failed drug test in kayfabe that keeps him sidelined. WWE has occasionally used ban from competition angles to build heat, so this could easily be a work to set up a larger story. 4. Fear of domination. What if WWE officials fear that this legend would simply steamroll the competition? A 22-time champion has nothing to prove, he's already at the top of the mountain. If he enters the Rumble, the odds of him winning would be incredibly high, potentially overshadowing any rising stars. WWE is trying to elevate. Pearce and Aldis might see this as a necessary evil. If they let him in, he might be unstoppable. If they keep him out, they can craft a Rumble match that better serves WWE's long-term future. The fallout. How does the legend respond? No matter the reason, there's one thing we know for sure. A competitor of this caliber won't take the rejection lightly. There are several ways he might respond. 1. Going rogue. Denied an official spot? No problem. This competitor could go rogue, storm the Royal Rumble anyway, and eliminate half the field before security forcibly removes him. We've seen something similar before. Think back to Roman Reigns tossing out Rusev before the match officially started in 2016, or Brock Lesnar rampaging through the roster in 2020. WWE loves chaotic Rumble moments, and a furious legend invading the match could be the biggest shock of the night. 2. Seeking legal action or boardroom power plays. If he can't fight his way in, maybe he lawyers his way in. WWE has frequently used legal loopholes and boardroom drama as a storytelling device. Think Vince McMahon vs. Stone Cold, or CM Punk's famous 2011 contract dispute. Could this legend appeal to Triple H or even a higher power in WWE to overturn Aldis and Pearce's decision? Perhaps he finds a backdoor way into the match by signing a last-minute deal or threatening to sue. 3. Challenging for an alternate path to WrestleMania. If the Royal Rumble door is closed, this champion might take another approach, challenge for a different road to WrestleMania. He could call out the WWE champion and demand a title match at Elimination Chamber. He could insert himself into the chamber match itself. He could form a faction and attempt to force WWE into recognizing his worth. The point is, someone with 22 world titles won't just accept being left out. Fan reaction, outrage, or justified decision? Of course, WWE isn't just about what happens in the ring, it's also about the audience. Would fans accept this decision, or would they revolt? Why fans might be furious. If this legend is beloved, fans will not take this well. WWE has a long history of controversial booking decisions, Daniel Bryan in 2014, and shutting out a fan favorite could lead to massive backlash. Imagine a sold-out arena booing every entrant in the Royal Rumble because their guy isn't in it. WWE has faced similar situations before, and it never ends well when the audience feels their hero was wronged. Why fans might accept it. However, if this decision is framed as a necessary move to protect the future of WWE, some fans may actually support it. Aldis and Pearce could cut fiery promos explaining why their decision is for the good of the company. They could play the heel authority role, claiming that the industry has moved past this champion and that it's time for new blood. If WWE is careful in how they spin the narrative, they might be able to turn this into a compelling story rather than just a controversial one. Final thoughts: the battle for a legacy. In the end, denying a 22-time WWE champion a Royal Rumble spot would be one of the boldest moves in wrestling history. Whether it's done for storyline drama, real-world business reasons, or to create a compelling underdog arc, the decision would spark massive debate. Would he accept it? Absolutely not. Would the fans? That depends on how WWE handles it, but one thing's for sure, the road to WrestleMania just got a lot more interesting. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.